something going on in my life to ensure that I'm humiliating metal, Mettle, that I'm humiliating sort of hue. I suppose that most people would be ashamed to be with me because of my lack of accomplishment as well as my lack of solvency, meaning you don't even have the basic rudimentary tools to engender or to ensure, to offer privacy, which is like your own vehicle, your own car, to put the groceries in. You don't have to walk and take the bus so that people don't jeer, Jeer, they don't jeer at you when you and your companion ride the bus, and people jeer and leer at you. When you're riding the bus and then she feels embarrassed or she gets the rolled eyes or the dirty words of some fascists or neo-fascist skin or whatever. Excuse me. That's very disgusting. I usually don't burp like that. Neo-fascist. People that may get on the bus or public transport and then have to look at you and her. Some guys don't care because some guys are buffed, for the body, to deter that. They'll put a whooping. Like there was this guy, and the woman was African, and she was at a money remittance place, but the guy was Afro-American. And obviously, he had coupled with an African woman, an Afro-American guy. He was in the background, didn't see him. And this Chinese Singaporean was hurling insult after insult, ethnic insult on this woman. And she was sending money or doing something. And the money remittance, and this huge hulking guy, he came out and he started pulling a wallop on that guy. And the guy was in the background and couldn't see him. And he listened to that and he took it for a long time, minutes. More than a minute, a couple minutes, with the guy hurling insults at the woman for no apparent reason, for nothing. He wasn't even on the line waiting, because there was another space available for him to be served if he wanted money remittance or financial transaction. And her in Singapore, that guy came out, a hulking guy, and I put a wallop on the guy, but the guy was still being merciful with his blows. Yeah. The guy, yeah. You gotta check that nonsense, man. And one of the ways that you can abate that nonsense, or let's say reduce it, mitigate it, is you have your own vehicle, man. You make sure that you're not clocked. Look at your surroundings where you live. Don't get too much involved with the neighbors. For me, I prefer the bigger women, the large, huge women. I prefer huge women, women that are like over 150 kilograms, or minimum 100 kilograms in weight. But I hope, ideally, I want the ones over 120 kilograms in weight. Yeah, and the thing is, you don't get too involved and you do what you're supposed to do. You pull your weight in the society. You go shopping, you buy food, you have an understanding, a clear, tacit, overt as well as tacit understanding with the woman, as encompassed also within Islam, so that there's no mistakes. Pardon my teeth because my dental state is terrible. I need money in order to rectify this, to remedy this, and a lot of money. I would say minimum $30-something thousand. One Iraqi guy in Sweden, he says, who runs the foundation connected with that, he says, oh, don't worry about it. Forget about going to Switzerland. You can go to Switzerland or Sweden. You can go to Thailand and do it. I can't do it because Thailand doesn't have habeas corpus. And not only the majestic laws, they're under martial law. Why not in Thailand? Somebody go there and say you're an extremist. They'll grab you outside the hospital in a minute, man. Thailand. And you got a lot of operatives going from different services running through Thailand. Yeah. It'd be crazy. Yeah. I listened to them, but they went in one ear and came out the other. Because my issue is not settled. And there's some bullshit going on. The attorney structure is involved with this. There's some bullshit going on. They're not being honest. They're taking information from me, and then they're doing contrivances that I don't know about when I'm being well-meaning about my intentions. They're lying. I'm not a liar. No. I don't like to be construed as a liar. But when the Somali brother was interrogating me about my intentions, why I'm here, and I kept it close to myself about e-commerce, without being rude, I was on the board of telling him it's none of his business about my link with e-commerce or my intentions of communicating with Edward Snowden. Yeah, it's none of his business. These both are benign things. These are not seditious or malfeasant things to want to engage in e-commerce. As well as the intended use of such funds, or even the willingness to declare such income derived from these activities. So that's why I say it's sad. I got to take it with me because I have no refrigerator. I'm digressing here. I got no refrigeration to keep that. None. So I gotta carry that with me today as my drink. God, man, what a life, man. This is another thing that Mansour, he likes. Capri Sun and all this is garbage, man. This is like for children. I wouldn't even give this to children. I wouldn't, no. I wouldn't give that to little children, man. Capri Sun. I wouldn't. I would get them tinier, fresher juices. I would never give children in the school. If I'm wealthy, like a Robert Mercer or Larry Ellison or Warren Buffett, I would never give school children that out. Never. Garbage, man. God, forgive me for saying that. Yeah, man. Never give them that, man. You know, so like I said, I would take the bigger, the larger women that are over 100 kilograms in weight, way over. I prefer them even over 120, minimum 120 kilograms, 120 kilograms in weight. I prefer to marry a woman, marry women like that. Yeah, and they say why? People ask you why. They're unattractive. They're fat. People always say that to me. These women are fat. These are fat. They're fat. Why? Why? Fat women are no good. They're fat. Them not being healthy is not true. It depends on the dimensions and the curve and the arrangement of their body, the BMI, and their bodily weight distribution. Depends. Some of them are quite healthy, even though they're large. Yeah. Yeah. And I just can't seem to get them out. And as a Muslim, we're not allowed pornography, masturbation. We're not allowed, and we're not allowed red light districts. So they say fasting. I don't fast, so. Except Ramadan. Yeah, I only fast in the Ramadan. The Monday and Thursday fasting of David, the prophet David, be a son, or Dawood, as we call it. I don't do it. I want to do it, but I don't do it because I'm always alone and always transient. A local Icelandic man who's not Muslim, I'll call him Eric the redheaded man, runs a 1011. He gave me this yesterday as a gift. He said, just take that. He's the manager of 1011 because he knows I'm struggling from his Moroccan co-manager, Adam. He knows that I'm struggling. He knows he can even look at me and tell that I'm having a hard time without even telling him my personal things. He knows that. So what do you do in this situation when this is being instigated by a state actor or a state-aligned contractor or private person with connections? What do you do? How do you abate or mitigate this? And you don't have the money for legal counsel. Then you have your religious community that's helping in the effort against you. And sometimes by giving you a pittance instead of helping you to comprehensively solve the problem. Interesting.